Hi, welcome to this video. And if you arrived here, you're probably searching for low ticket affiliate marketing. You're maybe wondering, can you actually be profitable promoting a low ticket product? So that's what I'll get into. People talk about low ticket and high ticket, but maybe there's a happy medium, and that's what I'll be covering. Now, first of all, let's define what low ticket is, right? This is sort of subjective, but I like to think of it as um, generally low ticket, $1 to $49. Some people say it's higher than that, but let's just keep it $1 to $49. Now here are some common arguments, and then let's just say high ticket is 997. High ticket 997 or more. So, and then mid ticket would be in between that. So there's arguments on both sides. With low ticket, people will say, obviously more people can afford it, which I agree with. High ticket, people will say it's just as easy to sell a high ticket product. In fact, some people say it's actually easier. Which they don't actually mean that. What they mean is you can afford to spend more money on advertising, because if you're spending $2 per click on Facebook, for example, and you're trying to sell a $20 ebook, well, you need to convert 10% of those clicks into sales, which is really, really hard. But if you're selling, um, much more expensive product, then it's a lot easier to break even. So that's kind of what they mean. But to actually sell a high ticket product in the first place is very difficult. And I'll talk about that in a bit. So as someone who's tried both, I've tried selling under $49 and up to $97. I can tell you um, that the under $49 product was definitely easier to sell. In fact, the lower you go, the easier it is. I sold a $7 product, and that was the easiest. So this idea that it's easier to sell a high ticket product, it's mostly you have to take that with a grain of salt. So um, now, what if you could get the best of both worlds, right? You could get people in low, but then also make good commissions on the back end. Well, you can, and that's called low to high. You're getting people low in the front end. This is called the value ladder, by the way. Value ladder. So I don't know if you can visualize this, but you're getting people on the front end, and then you're upselling them. Maybe it's a $7 digital training. They might not get that much value from it, but they'll get some value. It's more of an introductory training, and then you upsell them into a $97 or a $197 additional training that will give them more value, and then maybe a $997 personal coaching, for example, right? Or even more expensive than that. So that's how you so it's kind of like this value ladder where you get people in low and then you upsell them. And what that does, you get more people through the front door, but you're also maximizing what's called your lifetime customer value. That's just how much each customer is worth to you. Lifetime customer value, LCV, or it's the average cart value. This is a very important metric, and you should know this. You should know roughly what your average lifetime customer value is. Now, so an example of a good product to promote. Let's just go to ClickBank. Free traffic system. If you were in the make money from home niche, this would be a great product to promote, because you can see the initial amount per conversion is $7, right? But then the average total amount is $282.98. So that's what you'd be making on average. That's your lifetime customer value, um, without having to do any extra work. So you just get them through the front door. This person has obviously perfected their sales funnel. Maybe they have a webinar on the back end, or maybe even a sales call. I don't know what they're doing, but what they're doing seems to be working really well. And so you can see the recurring rebill. That also shows you there's an upsell process. So this is what you want to be looking for when you select a product: low entry point and then high average amount. And you could even go to some of these have an affiliate resources page that'll actually show you what the upsell process looks like. And you could even email the product owner if you'd want more clarity on that. Now there are other ways to maximize your LCV, because that's what you really care about, right? It's your LCV. It's not so much the upsell process. It's a high LCV is just it's a product of have it's so having a good upsell process will automatically result in having high LCV. But there are other things you could do to increase your LCV. So one of these methods is, um, first of all, you could have a Facebook group for people who've already bought from you. Because once someone buys from you, you don't want things to end there, right? Just cut ties with them, right? You got what you wanted from them. No, no, no. You want to treat your buyers better than anyone else. So there's three levels to this, right? There's your social media accounts, like for example, my YouTube channel. I don't care about my YouTube subscribers that much. Now that sounds really bad. I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just I don't give them my best stuff, right? But once people get onto my email list, I can that's where I kind of increase. I provide more value. But still, they haven't bought from me yet, so I don't care about them that much yet. But once someone's bought from me, these are like my tribe. These are my most loyal followers. So I treat them as best as I can. So one way you can do that is, I think everyone should have a Facebook group. Every affiliate marketer. So get people onto your Facebook group once they bought from you as one of your bonuses, right? Where you're just answering questions. You know, it doesn't have to take up that much of your time, and it doesn't cost you anything. So I think everyone should have a Facebook group, and you could say, here are the tools. Here are the tools I use, for example, in my business. If you're in the make money from home niche, and then you can make additional commissions that way. Um, for example, I might recommend the autoresponder I use, the page builder, the tracking tool, etc. And if you're in a different niche, like the weight loss niche, you could do the same thing. You could say, "Here's the weight loss app I use," or "Here's a book I recommend," right? Just to kind of increase that lifetime customer value. No, not everyone is going to buy these tools from you, but a certain percentage will, right? A second method for increasing your lifetime customer value is getting your buyers onto what's called your buyers list. So they're no longer a prospect, they're actually a buyer. So what you want to do, this is how this looks like. This is your normal email list, right? The normal sequence that's going out. But once someone buys from you, it doesn't make sense to keep sending them these automated emails as if they were just a normal lead. You want to get them onto your buyers list. And most autoresponders, you can do this very easily. And then what I would do, first of all, I'd send them an introductory message or initial message where I'm thanking them for purchasing, and maybe send them my bonuses through here. And then every 7 to 14 days, you want to follow up with them. Just check up on them. Don't try to sell anything else right away. Just see how they're doing, and maybe offer additional tips and tricks to get the most out of whatever product you sold them in the first place. And then you could do this all on autopilot, right? Once you set this up, you don't have to recreate these emails. And then maybe after a few months, you give them enough time to actually go through the product they initially bought, the upsell process. Then maybe after a few months, you might want to broadcast to them and say, look, here's this other product I think you'll really like. For example, let's say you're in the make money from home niche. You could say, you might want to sell them a TikTok lead generation course, and say, this is how I learned to get 10 leads per day from TikTok. And then you could even add 2 or 3 additional bonuses to that, and maybe even add a countdown timer. That's optional, but that's something you could do if they purchase through your link, and then some of them would buy from you. So I just want to make sure I'm covering everything here. So those are two very simple ways you can increase your lifetime customer value. I like to have my lifetime customer value over $150. That number is going to be different for everyone, but that's just a number I've chosen. So if it's under 150, I'm not happy. So buyers list. Now these are the two main ways, and then there's another way you can. Sorry, let me just boot this. Increase your lifetime customer value. I'll just do it here. It's getting into the right niche to begin with, picking the right niche. A lot of people will say just go with what you're passionate with. That's all well and good if you're passionate about, you know, something related to wealth or health or relationships or personal development. But what if your passion is, um, playing the accordion or collecting bee wax from trees, right? There's probably not a hungry market for those niches. Maybe there is. That's something you'd have to research, but I don't think so. Because you look at all the most successful affiliate marketers, what are they selling? Most of them are in the how to build a business from home niche, right? I'm sure it wasn't because they were initially passionate about that. It's just because that's where the money was, right? So they chased the money. And so I think passion is going for your passion is ill advised unless you happen to be passionate about one of these big four industries, right? That all the money goes to. And there are other industries like golfing, dog training. I think you could make money in those as well. But just do your research. Now, so picking the right niche that actually has um, high price digital products that you could promote to begin with, right? So the fourth thing you need to do to maximize your LCV is target the right people, right? This is all about getting traffic. Target the right, and I'm sorry, you probably can't see that. Target. So for example, I like to target people from the main five Western countries. So US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and UK. Those are the people that tend to most have money to purchase and actually, and maybe it's a cultural thing too, but they seem to be willing to spend more. And that's something that's been reflected in my business because even before I thought about targeting, all my sales were coming from one of these five countries for whatever reason, right? So you want to make sure you're targeting the right people. And now what I do is, if you don't know, I do a lot of review videos on YouTube. I have three other channels where I review different freelancing websites and GPT websites get paid to do a task. So what I do is I make sure I'm only reviewing websites where um, I wouldn't review websites where you have to be from outside of one of these five main countries. Like I wouldn't review a freelancing website that's based in India or Bangladesh or the Philippines, for example. No offense to anyone from those countries, but that's not where my target market lives. Those people aren't going to buy from you. The chances of them actually buying from you are very slim. So I really want to focus on the big five Western countries, and you could do the same thing in your business. So sorry, I'm just looking down at my notes. Now, you might be asking yourself, is there a way to sell high ticket right out of the gate without dealing any of this low ticket stuff? Well, yes, there is. That's called having webinars. So, but the thing with webinars, it's a very advanced strategy. A webinar, if you don't know, is where someone spends, an hour and a half, 2 hours with you, maybe even longer, and it has to be super professional. Your lighting has to be perfect. You have to be able to talk fast and keep your energy level up for the whole 2 hours because people have low attention spans these days, and so it's a very advanced strategy. I don't recommend doing webinars if you're just getting started with online business. But yeah, if you have a great webinar, you could potentially sell a high ticket product right out of the gate. But it's an advanced strategy. Now, some affiliate programs do have webinars that you can use their webinars, like the product owner has created a webinar, but that's quite rare. I haven't seen too many of those. So for the most part, you'll be having to rely on your own marketing skills. So that's why I recommend sticking with low ticket to high ticket. That upsells people really nicely this way, depending on where you're looking. So I hope you found this video useful. If you'd like the full blueprint on how to do affiliate marketing, because this is just touching the surface, right? I can't get into the super nitty gritty stuff. Well, what I suggest is check out that link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Just enter your best email and I can send you a free workshop that'll just explain everything, how to really do affiliate marketing and get into profit, how to pick great products, build out your simple sales process that can work for you on autopilot, how to generate leads from a variety of different sources all over the internet, and also how to build trust with people who might live halfway across the world from you. So So I hope that all made sense. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you on the other side, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.